Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lashay. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Hey girl. If you are not new, welcome back. So as you can tell by the title, of course, today's video is a chit chat. Get ready with me. I will not be leaving the products or naming the product, so if you guys want to know, you can just let me know or comment below. And other than that, it's going to be a simple, just try to do something different. Honestly, I just winged this whole look, and I'm just going to be talking to you guys about what's going on and just some usual chit chat things. So get your tea, get your snacks, and stay tuned for the video if you want to see how I got this look and if you want to chat with me. And of course, before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe. I am so close to 500 subscribers, so help your girl out, help your girl out. And yes, let's just get straight into this video. Happy pre-Halloween. So yeah, let's just jump straight into this chit chat. I already primed my face. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows, and so I'm just going to jump straight into this chit chat. I haven't done a chit chat in so long, so hopefully this goes good. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk to you guys about my first topic, and it is about gratitude. And I'm just gonna do a little backtracking about like what's been going on, where I'm at, and how I got to this revolution, I should say. So I should do my eyebrows before. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. So basically, I have 2 new jobs. If you didn't know, I have 2 new jobs, and actually I'm gonna backtrack. So back in the last time I was stable, I should say, was June of this year, like 4 months ago. I was just unhappy in my job, I should say. I was unhappy where I was at. I was there for 2 years, and I was like, I have enough money saved and I have credit cards to, you know, just quit and do what I want to do, find an overnight job. That was the plan. That was the plan. So I basically left my job of 2 years to do cosmetology school, and I was like, I'll just pick up an overnight job, and until, you know, because it'll work with the hours. So that didn't go planned. My cosmetology school where I live, it was full-time and part-time, but my job still would have me get out too late to where I couldn't do part-time. So I was like, you know what, I've been here 2 years, I feel stagnant, this is not what I want to do, I'm just gonna quit. I quit. I started doing, now when I got into cosmetology school, I did the makeup program first, and then you would jump into the Cosmo section for hair the next month, which will be in July. And you get financial aid, but to a certain extent. So I didn't get everything covered. I had a balance of like $3,000 or $4,000 left, I think. So I was paying like $299 a month. That was my payments. $299 a month is what they want me to pay. I couldn't afford that. The first month was alright. The second month I was like, I don't know where I'm getting this money from. I think I used one of my credit cards to, I think I used one of my PayPal credits to pay for the month of July, even though it was ending in July. So I paid for that. I didn't find an overnight job that was going to pay me well or enough to pay my bills. So I ended up going on unemployment for the first time in my 22 years of living. And I was like, okay, this will be enough to help me, you know, not have to focus on working. And I was like, wow, I'm really on unemployment. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this. I didn't like it, you know. It was just enough money to get by, but it was weekly, so I would really be able to pay bills. Certain bills would have to be late because I'd have to wait for the second week to come, because getting weekly checks, I like bi-weekly because I know my full amount. So I would have to wait to the second week of the unemployment checks to come before I paid my bills. So I started getting like overwhelmed, like I can't do this. The makeup program, you know, the makeup program is about to end. Maybe I should just, you know, drop out from the cosmetology while I can before it starts, and I have to owe a lot of money. So I dropped out. I withdrew from the program. I got my makeup certificate, and of course I still owe the money. So that was that. I did a really impulsive move, a really impulsive move that probably wasn't the best decision, and deep down I think I knew it, and I was like, oh, I can do this, and I was like, no, I can't do this, Lashay. So I thought I learned my lesson, and I found a new job, which was another bank, and I got that job in August. So I started in August, and I didn't like that job. It was very unorganized. I was doing like 3 different positions, and I only applied for 1 position. And then when I wanted to drop down, because I didn't like being an assistant manager in the bank, it was way too much stress, way too much to do. I didn't want that, I didn't want that much responsibility. So when I tried to drop down, they tried to move me to a call center, and I was like, oh, I can do this. This is not bad. And I found out that wasn't even permanent, because that call center was moving to Florida. They are moving to Florida at the end of October, which is like right now, and I'm not there anymore. So I started getting really bad anxiety, and I did a no call, no show, and I quit. That's how I quit. I just couldn't get out of bed. My anxiety was super high. I texted my supervisor, I'm not coming in. The next day I wasn't coming in again. After that, I was like, I really can't show up. I can't show up. I just can't, I missed 2 days now. So I just stopped. I didn't call in anymore. And then at that time, I also had started my second job at a retail in the mall, which is next to it. And that was a weekly check. It was commission. I can't even describe. My impulsiveness comes from my anxiety. When I'm really like, I have these triggers when I don't take my medication, and when I'm stressed out, I feel like I have to do this because I don't want, like, I don't want to say I have a job anxiety, but like my therapist says I might. A couple of my therapists I have had in the past year or 2 have said, like, it's a real thing or whatever. So I really get really bad job anxiety. So the part-time job, I end up working for a week in training, did the first day on the shoe department, and then after that I just didn't go. I was like, I don't want to work there. I don't know why I do these things. I need the money. I don't have extra money to save. Why am I making these decisions? So I quit basically 2 jobs in September that just passed last month. And I was like, you know what? I'll find another job. I have 30 days to pay my bills for September and in October. So I had a month to spare. I went to Gym Beauty. And after that, I was just kind of in bed every day. Depressed, didn't want to get out of bed. I don't do so much of crying. I think I cried probably 2 or 3 times, but I don't do a lot of crying. Oh, let me do my brows. I don't do a lot of crying. I do more soaking. So I was soaking. If anything, I was soaking. I was depressed. I couldn't get out of bed. I was just eating just to eat. And I was just eating just to eat. October came, paid my rent, and I was like, okay, now you have to find a job and get back to it, because how are you gonna pay for November's rent? Because at that time I had no money, like no money, and I'm saying all this because this is me hitting rock bottom. Like, I'm telling you guys, I have hit rock bottom. So yeah, I applying for jobs. I didn't want to do anything to do with YouTube, and I'm gonna get into that also, of like realizations and how everything kind of like happens for a reason. So I'm looking for jobs now. Oh yeah, if you guys know, trying to move to New York City. Like, I was really trying to make that happen. I was applying to new, jobs like every day. I was like trying to meet up with people to rent a room. And then I kind of wrote on paper, because I'm a visual person, wrote down all my bills. And I was like, realistically, it's not happening because you can't afford it right now. And in my mind, I was like, I can afford New York City. I'll do what I have to do, hustle city, when I'm in New York City, I can't just be impulsive and quick because I know that I'll really be homeless. So, you know, my actions won't be as bad as they are where I'm at now because I know I'll have to suck it up. So I thought that was like what I needed. Nothing was going in my favor. You know, I end up selling my couch, which I don't have right now because I sold it. And I was really, really trying to move. And you guys, it just was not happening. Like, it just was not happening. So I was like, okay. I was still applying to jobs where I'm at now, but I was really sold on moving to New York City. So I was like, all right, now you really have to start getting back to reality and looking for a job where you live. Like, how are you going to pay for your bills next month? Like, how? So I started looking for jobs where I'm at now. I got interviews, I got a job, and I was just, so, yeah, I had to finish my barrel. Basically, I had ended up getting a job, but I wasn't gonna start yet. So, I wasn't gonna start yet, so I had basically wasn't gonna start for a while. And I was like, oh, I'll just, you know, New York City is over with. I had not gave up on that hope or dream, but I was like, that's just not realistic for right now. So I started, like, you know, saying I was gonna focus on YouTube. And I'm probably rambling, you guys, like, what is she talking about? But like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start focusing on YouTube. And now my point with this is, this really showed me how all that, like, you know, which most YouTubers get it, like, oh, I want to work for myself, I want to quit my 9 to 5, I want to do YouTube every day. And that's what I thought I wanted, until I realized, like, every time I had days off to film and had quit my jobs twice now, back in June and September, I didn't do anything. And it made me realize, like, it really is true. What you think you want, you may not want that when you get it. Or what you think you are ready for, you are not ready for. I'm saying all this because the big picture is, I've realized gratitude, and I've realized, you know, realization, just period. So I really, like, my faith in religion has gotten so much stronger, and it already was, but I really understand a lot now, you know, why things happen. Like, I really understand. So, like I was saying, I didn't do anything with YouTube at all. At all. I was so depressed. I didn't do anything. Like, at all. I just laid in bed. Both times I was unemployed. I didn't do anything. I couldn't get out of bed. I would film, and then after a day, I didn't have the energy. I didn't want to. And all that time, me saying I would do this, I would do that when I had free time, when it came time to me having free time, I was doing nothing. So I was like, wow, this is what they say when they be like, God won't give you what you think you want because you're not ready. So I'm like, honestly, I do believe, like, everything happens for a reason. And I'm like, this is the second time that I have so much free time and I don't know what to do with it. I don't have any motivation. I don't have any inspiration. I don't have any dedication. But when I was working full time, you know, I feel like I was more dedicated then. You know, I was on a schedule. I was on a routine. And I was like, wow, I really think, you know, God's trying to tell me, like, I'm trying to tell you, you are not ready. So yeah, basically, I was just like, everything that I thought I had wanted, I wasn't really acting like I was ready for it. You know, with New York, it wasn't happening. I was moving fast. With, you know, YouTube, I wasn't making videos. Like, I was just like, didn't want to, and I'm just like, I felt like God was trying to say, imagine this was your full-time job. Would you be prepared for it? Because you can't even handle it now while being unemployed, looking for a job. And I'm like, wow, that's really true. So I had to tell myself, you work better you just work better working for someone, and it's okay. I mean, I still don't want to work for a company forever, of course, but right now that's just what I have to do. That's what I'm gonna do, you know. And I really was like, okay, this makes sense. I'm not ready to be, you know, unemployed. I don't have enough inspiration to be doing videos every day, or I don't have the dedication to do any of that while not working. So I finally had like realized, like, this is why this is not happening for you yet. You're not ready to work for yourself. You don't have the motivation to work for yourself. And then I also was just like, the impulsive moves I kept making, I was like, all right, you have to snap out of this, because you have to do what you don't want to do to get where you want to be. And I was like, okay, quitting my jobs, I can't afford to do that. And I started, I have a gratitude book that I had and that I bought earlier this year, and I wasn't really using it, but lately I've been using it more. And I can actually say, like, being grateful definitely does turn your mood around, you know. I forgot where I saw the saying, but it was just like, happiness is not a state of forever. And I found myself always saying, I just want to be happy. I'll be happy when this happens. And they were like, happiness isn't something that's forever. You can be happy and then it'll go away. And that's okay. People think that it's permanent. And I have finally accepted that. I have finally came to terms with, like, you're not going to be happy all the time. So although I wasn't going to be my own boss forever, I definitely should have taken advantage as if I was. That should have been what I did. I should have had videos, you know, recorded every day, because I had the time. So if I could do that, if I couldn't even do that while not working, then why would God think I was ready for it? Why would he think I was ready to work for myself? Like, you can't even do it temporary. You know, I had no motivation. I had no reason. You know, I didn't want to film. And it just really showed me, like, again, what you think you want is not what you really need at the moment. You still need to learn other steps. And again, realization is the topic, and I have realized that, and I'm glad I have, you know, learned that. It took me to be unemployed twice to be making these decisions for me to realize that, but now that I have, I'm finally at that point. I know that YouTube full-time or blogging full-time is something that I'm not ready for, because when I'm not physically working, like at a job, I kind of don't know what to do with myself. So that's how I've realized, like, this mindset and reality that a lot of us think that we're ready for, we are not ready for. And if you can't prove that to God or yourself, then definitely go over what you think you want, because a lot of times God will show you that you need to be patient. I'm gonna give you what you want when you're ready for it. And I thank the Lord, he was right, as he always is. You know, it just wasn't something I was ready for, and I completely agree with him. So now that I'm working, of course, 2 jobs again, I have to go back to finding time. And I'm so backwards. All that time I had, I could have had so much videos. Like, I literally could have had videos for a whole month. I had a whole month of not working. So yeah, I kind of learned that lesson. And basically, with the gratitude thing, every day I've been writing what I'm grateful for, and it has helped so much. It really does change your whole perspective on being grateful, and being grateful for what you have now. And I think that's what I've been struggling with lately also, was wanting my future and wondering how I'm going to get there, when, you know, you have to focus on the now. So I was watching this YouTube video about this girl who also, she's a YouTuber. Her name is Brittany, the host. I love her. And she was just going through what I was like, she was saying what I wanted to do. Like, if you are working for a company or trying to do something, you can still try to get where you want to be. You should be taking steps to get there. Every day, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that saying, every day you should be doing something towards your goal. Even if it's like a minor goal, you know? So that's what I've been working on. Because usually I try to do that, but I'm thinking too much of it. I'm thinking, how do I become a blogger full-time? How do I become a YouTuber? When I can be doing little steps like let me make a video, let me make a blog post. Like little steps like that. It doesn't have to be so extreme to the point you start thinking of the future, because that's when your mind go haywire. That's when my anxiety kicks in, you know. That's when I become impulsive. So like it could be as little as, what am I gonna film today to help me achieve my goal of being a YouTuber, a successful YouTuber. I've been reading more self-help books, and they have been helping. I have been going to bed earlier. The only thing I really need to start doing again is eating healthy, of course. But yeah, I've been making little changes. Again, the gratitude thing really helps. And I like to think of it as, I think that saying is from Rick Ross. I guess I see it everywhere now. Like your 9 to 5 is to pay your bills. Your drive is what pays the bills. And your dreams is what makes you rich. And it's so true. So now, if you're working with somewhere you don't want to be, don't think of it as, I hate this job, which is why I used to do a lot. That will just make you miserable. Think of it as, oh my goodness, this is to pay my bills. This is my stepping stone. And my dreams is what's going to get me what I want. I also think of it as, I forgot where I saw this, but it was like every job you have, you should work for that company as if you're serving God. Or as if it's a current job you want. It's so true. So if you don't like it, don't go into it as, I don't like it. Go into it as, you want to be the best employee you can be, because the character you have at that job will shape you for your future jobs. You know, you'll always have that work ethic. Whatever you're skilled at doesn't have to just be for that job. If you want to be an actress or a dancer and you working in retail, the skills you have in retail will help you in the future. You'll have people skills, you'll be patient, you'll be tolerant, you'll have high tolerance, you'll be, you know, respectful, friendly. So certain jobs, any job can help you, you know. So the job I'm in now, whether it's retail, banking, I don't call center, I don't look at it as I don't want to do this. I look at it as this can shape me for my future. What can I learn from this job that will help me in the future, you know? And a lot can help me. I can become better at I can become better at communicating. I can become better at honestly, I don't know what makeup look I'm doing, but yeah, I can become better at people skills. I can become better at my communication, becoming quick on my feet. So like, think of it as the job you're at now is going to help you at any career. So it's just your stepping stone, basically. So now all days aren't going to be the best. I'm probably going to have a day where I'm in a shitty mood, but I'm still going to try to be grateful, because things could be worse. And me hitting my rock bottom taught me that. I mean, I had no gas money. I had no food, you guys. I had my one friend helping me out. So I was like, this is bad. I have never had this situation, you know, happen to me. So I was just like, I don't know how to act. Like, I was like, this is crazy. I never want to be like this. I never want to be this, you know, this bad. So I just have learned my lesson with that, is all I am saying. Like, definitely don't be as impulsive as I am. I have learned my lesson. And yeah, just be grateful for the little things. If it's like all over the place, you guys, try and follow along. Like, I'm just basically, again, that whole topic was just about realization, you know. It's crazy how God really will show you what he wants for you is coming. So how I was looking for jobs in New York City and it wasn't going, the job I have now, you guys, the location is in other areas that I would move to. The job is literally, has a call center in New York City and in Long Island. I was like, is this real? And you only have to be within a company for 6 months to transfer out, as long as there is a position available. I wanted to pinch myself. I was like, this isn't real. Like, I was applying to jobs where I live just so I can get a job again. And what do you know? It's in New York City. Now, when I am ready to move and there's a spot, I can just apply. Long as I've been a good worker, long as I haven't been absent, I've been putting in the work. They won't have a reason not to let me transfer. Oh, you'd be a great fit. There's a position open. You have the experience. You've been here 6 months. You haven't been absent. You got the move. I can move without even looking for a job. I'm just like, even now thinking about it, I'm like, it's crazy how the universe will really give you what you want. Like, I'm getting chills thinking about it, because like, things really happen for a reason, and I really, really strongly believe in that now. Like, I was really ecstatic when when I found that out, because it wasn't a slap in the face, but it was just like, Lashay, you can finally calm down, because things you want will happen when you stop trying to give in to things that aren't, ready to happen, and just start listening to God. Just start listening and start being grateful, and just thinking of what you can do now. So yeah, it's just easy how things work. I feel like I've grown into, even within the past 2 to 3 months, I've grown into realizing what I need to do, getting it done, putting a smile on your face. And I'm reading You Are a Badass right now. A lot of people, have heard about this book. It's pretty popular. And the chapter that I am in now is talking about energy, and I think it's so true. Like, you have to attract the type of energy you want, which is kind of gonna bring me to my next topic. But basically, like, if you want something high and your energy is here, you're not compatible. And whether it was with jobs, my life, now that I have had a turnaround, I definitely have seen a difference. I had this shifting over to like dating, which is like my next topic would be like guys. I used to question why I didn't get certain guys I wanted, whether it was looks or quality. And it was because my self-esteem would be kind of low. Like, I know I'm beautiful. I think I'm beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. But I would kind of be like, oh, he's too good for me. He won't want me. But it's just like, when you have that energy, you're not going to get that energy. And now that I've had a turnaround, I'm noticing way more guys are friendlier to me, approaching me. And that's nice, because I'm not so low. My energy is like good. I have a good aura. I have a good mindset right now. I'm positive. I'm grateful. And then I was trying to do this makeup challenge for 30 days when I was depressed, and I was going through a depression, because makeup is like a nice therapeutic thing for people. And I kind of stopped doing it. I was really, really depressed. I was really down, and I'm gonna try to do it again. Not in a case for like to get guys to notice me, more so because when you look good, you feel good and you attract good. Again, it's always the aura, it's the energy, it's the positivity. When you are good, you attract good. So maybe y'all meet me a man. I don't know. Wishful thinking. So with me, having good energy and just looking my best, feeling my best, I feel like I'll attract what I want to attract, because lately with dating, I feel like I just lost my standard. I started settling, and I just feel like, though I should say before, I had lost my standards and wanted to settle. And then lately I kind of, have gone back to like, not my high standards, but achievable standards, and just wanting the best guy for me, quality wise, and not settling. And I was dating losers the past months. I was a mess. As you know, I was depressed, and I was doing some really stupid things, and I kind of wanted to have like a little phase, and then that has settled back to reality. I now don't want to be out there bugging out, I should say. And I thought I did, and yeah, I don't want to be bugging out. So yeah, basically put out the energy that you want to attract, and don't. If you're gonna be on a negative space, then you're gonna get negative results. And I learned that. Definitely learned that. The hard way, for sure. And with YouTube, I am gonna be going back to sticking to my schedule. So I am gonna be doing Tuesdays, Thursday, and Sundays. I just have to get back in routine. I'm gonna start, actually, for like a month or so, I am gonna start posting like, not every day, but like at least 5 or 4 videos a week, because I do want to get my quality back up there. And I have been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, which is great. So shout out to you guys. I haven't done makeup in so long, so my makeup isn't like top notch. I don't really know what else to talk about. My girl Cardi B is engaged. How do you guys feel about that? I feel like there's been such mixed reviews because people are like, well, people are saying this a publicity stunt because of the way he did it. I mean, Offset is who he is. Cardi B is who she is. They're definitely no cheesy romantic couple, which is why I like them, because I'm really not a cheesy type of girl. But him walking off stage after he did it, I could see how that would be a little like weird, because like, you know, but if she had a performance, which I don't know if she did, what is he supposed to do, you know? I don't know. Comment below if you guys get this far in my video. Hopefully you do. And then, you know, just tell me your thoughts on that. Because I don't think it's a publicity stunt. Honestly, I'm trying to have a year like Cardi's. Like, her year has been, you know, good from what we can see. Everyone's like, I'm trying to have a year like Cardi's, but we don't know her life. But from what I can see, I want that type of year. I don't know her personal life. We don't know if she has family issues, if anyone's sick. So I'm not gonna assume. But as far as her success, I'm trying to be on Cardi B level of success, like literally. So I don't know who I need to contact, but I'm trying to contact someone. In other news, I have permed my hair. I do have a relaxer, and when I said I was getting a relaxer, people were very annoying. Oh, don't get it, you're gonna regret it. Like, you can have an opinion, that's one thing, but stop telling me what's gonna happen. We are different people. No one in this world is the same when it comes to you knowing how I'm gonna feel. And it's been like a month and I don't regret it. I like my hair, and I kind of just got it because I was fed up with the texture. I mean, I do miss my puff and, you know, certain styles, but overall I'm satisfied with my relaxer. You know, it's just hair. It can and will grow back if I want it to grow back to natural. I'll just, you know, grow it out, cut my ends off, or do a big chop. But I like my relaxer, you know. My hair was very non-manageable. That was my fault. I was definitely letting my hair become matted, nappy. I had stopped combing it. You know, again, I was really depressed. I didn't want to do my hair. I, you know, took the easy way out, I guess. I did get a relaxer for that reason. I didn't feel like brushing it. And not even that. If you know me, you know I'm very tender-headed. It was very, very nappy to the point where, like, it hurt when anyone combed it. When I combed it myself, like, I just didn't want to comb my hair because of even when I would wet it. Like, I had so many tight kinkles, like kink coils at the root, and they were the small ones. So even when I would wet it, it would still be really, really, really tight curls. Like, what the hell? So I was like, all right, I'm done. I am going to relax this hair, and I'm happy with it. You know, I'm happy with the decision I made. It's my hair. I can do what I want. So that is that. I guess I'll talk about the YouTube monetization like situation that's going on. I guess YouTube is really becoming strict, I should say, on who can monetize their videos. I've heard because it's the company's ads who are actually the reason. I'm not sure, so don't quote me. But I know I have seen some of my YouTubers complain, you know, Jayla, Glams, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. And definitely probably the same thoughts a lot of people are having, which is basically YouTube definitely is not, as it seems, probably not a job. I don't know how serious this is becoming, but I definitely will say that you should definitely have a backup, you know? Definitely should have a backup, because YouTube probably won't be here forever. Like, I don't know. I think it will be. YouTube's a very major type of social media form, you know. It's not like a Vine, you know. Vine kind of went out of style. This is like a major thing, so I think we'll be okay. But the ads are people's way. Not the big YouTubers, because the big YouTubers really get paid from sponsors, but most people do count on the ads running on their videos to get them exposure. I personally don't really care, because of course I'm a small YouTuber. I don't really have I'm not getting any money. I think I have $3 right now, which is good for me. Hopefully I can say that in my video. But yeah, I don't really care for it. I do think it has opened up a lot of people's eyes though about probably having a backup plan. I never wanted YouTube to be my income, but I more so wanted it to be my platform to get my name across. You know, YouTube is a very good way for you to get your name out. That's why I made my YouTube channel. I never really thought it would be a sensation. I mean, we all hope. No, we all hope we're gonna be a sensation. All of us. That just rarely happens, I guess. Yeah, that just rarely happens. So that's how I feel on that. I definitely have a backup, because stuff is hitting the fan and you don't want to be out here dependent on these ads. My sponge is ripping. You know, basically I'm just trying to get back in my hustle, get back in my grind mode. I talked about my credit card debt on my other vlog, what's my situation around that, so check that out. Yeah, so I just really want to get back to focusing on working, not making retarded decisions or not making bad decisions, and just really doing what you gotta do in life to get where you want to be, basically. That's basically, like, you know, what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do to get where you want to be, and God has definitely shown me that. So this completes today's look for today's chit chat. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, of course, leave a comment below, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, of course. I am so close to 500 subscribers. I'm so happy. So close. So make sure you share, comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, let me know what you think about today's chit chats, and let me know your thoughts below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.